everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're coming to the end of my 7 curry series, but I have such a delicious recipe in store today. I'm going to be sharing my recipe for chana and aloo curry, or chickpeas and potato curry. Now, whenever Guyanese people make 7 curry, there's 2 ways that they can make a variation of this dish. Some families will make plain potato curry, which is what my family makes, and some families will make chana and aloo curry, or chickpeas and potatoes cooked together. Now, whichever way you make it, this dish is always amazing, and it sort of brings all of the other dishes together when you mix everything up for your 7 curry. So you're all going to see that I'm dressed up today again. I want to give a big shout out to my friends over at Leah's Fashion and Religious House. They sponsored this outfit today, and of course they sponsored this video. I want to let you know they are your one-stop shop for all of your puja items, for outfits for men, for women, for kids, as well as different decorations and much more. Whenever you go to Leah's Fashion or Religious House, you're going to get a smile on their face, great customer service, great items, and much more. So make sure you check them out and let them know that Matthew's Guyanese Cooking sent you. So the first thing that we're going to do to make our chana and aloo, or our chickpea and potato curry today, is heat up some oil in our heavy bottom pot. And as per the usual, all of my ingredients and the measurements will be left in the description box right below this video. Once that oil is nice and hot, we're going to go ahead and add in some cumin or geera seeds, and we're going to allow them to get nice and toasted and brown. At this point, we're going to start to make our curry paste. So in my bowl here, I have my curry powder, my masala, my ground geera or cumin, a little bit of tomato paste, which is optional, and I also have lots of fresh homemade green seasoning. I'm also going to be going on with a lot of crushed garlic as well. Again, you can go ahead and mix up these flavors as per your own taste and preferences. Once you get all of those ingredients in the bowl for the curry paste, you're going to mix them very well together, and then you're going to add them into the pot once those cumin or geera seeds are nice and brown. And we're going to allow this curry mixture to chunkate. And if you find that the mixture is drying or catching too quick at the bottom of the pot, you can go ahead and add in a little bit of water just to loosen it up. So this way those spices have a good enough amount of time to cook properly. So once you put the curry mixture in the oil to fry, you're also going to go ahead and season it very well with some salt, so this way you can start to build up the flavors of your chana and aloo curry. As for the usual, I'm going to cook this mixture for about 5 to 6 minutes, or until it starts to stick at the bottom a little bit, and until all of the oil releases back from the spice mixture. So halfway through the cooking of my curry mixture, I'm going to go in with my fresh ingredients. I'm going to be going in with some chopped onions, some chopped culantro. I'm going to go in with some chopped scallions, as well as lots of hot pepper that I've chopped up. Now, this is not the traditional way to make a Guyanese chana and aloo. I've already shared that recipe on my channel before, and I've already shared a plain potato curry or an aloo curry. So I wanted to share a little bit of a different variation with some different ingredients, just so this way you guys can try something different at home. I'm going to stir all these ingredients together until the onions and the aromatics have a chance to cook down. So it's been another 3 minutes and my curry mixture is done cooking. All of the oil has released back from the spice mixture, and my onions and all of those fresh ingredients that I added in have cooked down very well. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and add in our aloo, or our potato. Now, these are just some potatoes that I peeled very well and I cut them into small pieces. When you get those potatoes added in, you're going to stir them up and let them bunjay or sear with all of those spices. And just looking at that curry mixture, you can see that it has the perfect color for this chana and aloo curry. My aloo, or my potato, has been frying or bunjaying with that curry mixture for about 3 minutes at this point. And at this time, I'm going to go ahead and add in my chickpeas or my chana. I'm using canned chickpeas today, but if you wanted to boil your own dried chickpeas, you can also do that as well. I'm going to stir this up, and I'm also going to allow this to bunjay down for another 3 minutes. So from the time that I added in my potatoes as well as the chickpeas, it's been 6 minutes in total since I allowed it to fry up with all of that curry and the spices. So at this point, we're going to cover it with some hot water, so this way we can allow those chickpeas to get even softer, and we can allow those potatoes to get very nice and tender. As you all can see, my chana and aloo curry has finally come up to the rolling boil. At this point, I'm going to lower the heat to about a medium heat, and I'm going to let it boil and simmer until it thickens up and the potatoes start to melt a little bit and the chana gets nice and soft. This right here is the halfway point of the cooking process. As you all can see, everything has started to mash away or get softer a little bit, but the mixture still needs to thicken up a little bit more, and those potatoes need just a couple more minutes to cook. This right here is a perfect looking chana and aloo curry. As you all can see, the gravy has thickened up very well. The chickpeas have started to melt just a little bit, and the potatoes have started to fall apart a little bit as well. And just to give you guys a heads up on the texture of it, you want to take it off of the heat when it is a little runny like this, because by the time you serve it, it's going to cool down and it's going to thicken up a lot. So make sure you don't make it too thick on the stove, or else you're going to have a very dry chana and aloo curry. You guys just look at all of this deliciousness right here.
All I want to do right now is sop this up with a hot oil roti or even a sada roti or a piece of dal puri. This right here would be absolutely amazing. But fitting with the theme of all the other dishes that I've been sharing, this right here would go absolutely perfectly with all of those amazing 7 curry recipes that I have been sharing in the past couple of days.
So I hope you all enjoyed this chana and aloo recipe today. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and give it a try. Please go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and drop those comments down below. If you're interested in an amazing outfit such as this, or different religious items for any Hindu religious function, or even just decorations, or much more, head on over to Leah's Fashion and Religious House. Their contact information will be right here, as well as in the description box right below this video. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for the final recipe in my 7 curry series.